Welcome back to your favorite movie podcast where nothing has changed and we are all in the same place as always. I'm your host, Malik.
I'm your host, Tachi.
I'm your host, Alex.
And it feels like it's been a while since we've recorded. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
Good. I'm good. Alex, how are you?
I hate you, Malik.
I'm
you
sorry.
Left me.
Malik's
I'm
beaming,
guys,
though. He's so
I'm
happy.
gone. It's mainly because it's like 6 o'clock barely. What time is it over there? 8?
8:10.
Well, the sun is still out. But for listeners that aren't aware, I left our hometown of Austin, Texas,
Boo.
Ooh.
to the Hollywood Hills. So if my voice progresses into a Valley Girl accent as these episodes go on, we all know what happened.
Do you have a garage?
What?
The Lamborghini that's fun to drive up in the Hollywood Hills.
I have 3 Lamborghinis.
It's got this new Lamborghini here.
Yeah, just a
Can
new
you spell it?
Lamborghini in the back. L-E. All right. Should we do movie news first or rapid review? Oh, we should. Today we're talking about Popstar and Heat.
Yeah, highly anticipated, long awaited.
We have had this pegged as a double feature that for some reason needed to happen for like months.
I don't understand what the reason was behind it. I think it was purely that you hadn't seen Popstar and Tachi and I loved it, and we hadn't seen Heat and you loved it.
That's right.
Sounds about right.
There was a third movie. Do you guys remember? We this almost turned into a triple feature. What was it? There was like a third. These were the first 2 for
Yeah.
sure. And
Warriors
at some
of
point,
Virtue.
no,
I
because
wish.
that
One day we'll do it. One day I need to do it. It's on my watch list.
Warriors of Virtue, 3 Ninjas double feature.
Dude. T-Money birthday episode?
I'm down.
You know what? I didn't get a birthday episode. My birthday is this month.
Do you get one after
I
what
don't
you've
know.
done?
Yeah, dude, you're on probation for like 4 years.
Maybe I'll count this one since I love Popstar. Spoiler for how I feel about the movie.
That works.
Let's do our movie news rapid review, and then we'll get into the movies. Cool.
Cool.
All right, I'll go first. This one came out today. A new Planet of the Apes movie is in the works. Matt Shockman, who directed the Fantastic Four, is set to direct, and it will not be a continuation of Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Thoughts, feelings? Do we care? Do we not care?
Let me take a quick gander on what else he's done. Because Fantastic Four was just fine.
I really hope that he does not continue like the human versus apes bit, because I was so disappointed that's what it devolved to in Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
That it went to that in the very last like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's like, oh, here we go again. Like, I don't care. I want the apes to win. I'm
Yeah.
big ape guy.
I do
Love the
think
apes.
I do think there's a good ratio of ape to human that can
Yeah,
make
it's 100 to 0.
No. I honestly like an 85-15 I think is a good blend. Because what we have Rise, War, and I think War might be the third one. But like Rise is like 80% James Franco and like 20% Small Ape. And that's the worst of the trilogy. And it just gets better as the
I
trilogy
love
goes
Rise.
on. It's the worst of the trilogy, though.
It's a great movie.
It's a good movie, but it is the worst of the trilogy.
Agreed. Matt Shockman's done some interesting stuff, mostly TV shows. Heroes Reborn, WandaVision, which is actually pretty interesting, and then also randomly The Nightman Cometh Live.
We've
Nice.
discussed this. We've discussed that, man.
Have we? The
I knew
Nightman?
about The Nightman Cometh, yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know. I was excited to see a continuation of Kingdom, but I'm like most people on board with Ape movie. I like Ape, and I will go watch it.
What's
I love
next?
apes.
Alex, you can take the next one.
I can take the next one. I will take the next one. Scarlett Johansson will star in Ari Aster's next film, Scapegoat, for A24. Do you think it's going to be as perfectly predicting as Eddington? Because Eddington just ages so perfectly.
It's insane. Every week something happens on the news. Eddington vindicated.
Now
I
is
need to
the
rewatch
data
it.
center with solid gold Magikarp
Yes.
and just the big light in the desert and with that stupid Utah thing. You see that nonsense? Our
Yeah.
favorite Marty Supreme star, Kevin O'Leary's building this data center like bigger than Manhattan in Utah of all places.
Yeah.
Where are they going to get the water? Where are they going to get the water?
I have no idea.
There's no water in Utah. You ever been to Utah?
No.
Let me tell you about Utah. There's no water. All love to Utah, but there's barely enough water for like people.
They've got a lake,
And
right?
animals.
Lake Tahoe. Just take it from there.
That's in Nevada.
Oh,
You could transport it.
yeah.
They got the Great Salt Lake, but that's like salty.
Oh shit, you're right.
And it's
That's in the
disgusting.
name.
There is the Green River, but that's not big enough. It's just
Also, we
it's
shouldn't be
not,
using
it's not a
these.
state that can sustain a data center.
And what's the point?
Money.
Why is he building this?
I don't know. Money, probably.
Hmm.
That's all that matters.
What do we think Scapegoat will be about? I'm very excited that Scarlett Johansson's in this. I was looking at this and some other movies that she has coming up in the next few years. And I think recently when we did our Lost in Translation episode, we talked about how disappointing it was that she wasn't really doing anything interesting anymore. But it kind of seems like we're on the turn here. She's got this. The Batman is more of a pop culture choice, but still interesting.
She's in it.
Yeah. And The Exorcist, the new Exorcist movie. So I think more interesting choices in the next few years than maybe she's had in years past. So, I mean, it's Ari Aster. Like, I'm there no matter what. I don't care what it is. But any guesses for what you guys think it could be about?
I don't know.
I don't even know
Think
where
it's
to start
gonna
guessing.
be a goat.
No.
Maybe it's like Sheep Detectives.
I want to see that.
I do want to see that too. I don't know anything about it though.
Same.
And I'd like to keep it that way.
Me too.
Speaking of not knowing anything, new Odyssey trailer. Did any of us watch it?
I'm trying not to.
Okay. Alex,
feels
you
I'm a
watched
weak
it?
man. I'm a weak man. I watched it.
Damn. Okay, what are you thinking? I also didn't watch it. I want to avoid it. I think I'm good on trailers for this movie.
Pretty excited. The thing I was most worried about seeing, I did not see. So I won't say that. That's, God, the pod's going to love that. You guys love hearing this descriptive, beautiful thought. There is the Cyclops in it. So I did see that. I know
I
what he
saw
looks
screen
like.
grabs. Yeah.
But other than that, it doesn't give away too much, right? It leaves a lot of meat on the bone, and you get a good look at Robert Pattinson in it. He's freaky in it. He's a little freaky guy. Well-dressed freaky guy, but still a freaky guy nonetheless.
loves
I'm
being
really
freaky.
excited.
Mhm.
I think there's a lot still that I'm interested to see how they proceed with. I still need to reread the Odyssey before
Same.
this thing comes
Same.
out. I gotta finish. I'm working on In the Spirit of Crazy Horse right now, but I will do the Odyssey next, I think.
You're not going to read the Iliad?
No, probably not. I'm running out of time.
You told
too.
me to
Maybe.
read the Iliad.
Yeah, well, you haven't read it ever.
Yes, I
so,
have.
like,
Have I?
you told me you never did.
No, I don't think I have.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, whatever.
That's
Spark
like
no
being
Seal
like,
thing?
okay, you told me to watch A New Hope before I watched The Empire Strikes Back. It's like, yeah, of course I did. You haven't. There's all this context.
Speaking of, it was just May 4th, National Star Wars Day, and Andor, I think, was the most watched or rewatched Star Wars project that day.
As it
Mhm.
should be.
As it should be, based. Let's talk about our favorite Star Wars movies. How do you guys feel about The Last Jedi?
Oh my god.
Terrible. Wasn't even in the top 10. None of the sequels were top 10 for most watched because they're garbage. There's a rumor going around. Have you seen this rumor that Disney might like decanonize the sequels? I don't think it's true. They've made too much of an investment to do that.
That would be crazy.
But it's the right move. The sequels are a black hole for storytelling. Like there's nothing to build off of. What do you do with them? Nothing. You can't take these characters anywhere because they're barely real functioning characters. You built no lore. You destroyed all the other cool bits because, I don't know, Disney, subversion. And what are you left with? They're having to go back and do, Maul Shadow Lord, which I still haven't seen, but I heard it's sick. Big Maul guy, so I want it. I hope it's good. But other than that, it's like, what are you doing?
You weren't satisfied with Rey Skywalker?
I think I talked about this in our May the 4th episode, but a best friend from back home, like best friend since the 3rd grade. This guy's like closest thing I got to a brother because I don't have a brother.
You ate him in the womb.
Yep.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. But, we're watching that movie, and him and I are just huge Star Wars fans. I mean, just absolutely massive Star Wars fans. And that movie ends, and he looks at me, and he goes, never again. Never again will I watch that. And he didn't talk to me until we got to the car. He walked out of theater in silence. And it was Rey Skywalker that really, I think, drove the nail into the coffin. And that was the whole time, I'm like, just no, don't do it. Don't do it.
This was after Rise of Skywalker? Yeah,
Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm Rey Skywalker. Oh, no!
Dude, audible groans in the theater.
Did anyone like that movie?
I don't think so.
If you like that movie, DM us. We'll bring you on the podcast to interview you. I want to know. I want to pick your brain. I want to see what's wrong with you.
I think the most rewatchable thing from that trilogy is the Force Awakens trailer. Because that brought a tear to my eye.
It's such a good trailer.
It actually made me cry.
Yeah. I got very emotional the first time I watched it.
Mm-hmm.
I would say the most rewatchable thing, though, from that sequel.
Here we go.
Is The Last Jedi.
Okay.
Because it is a good movie.
It has some good moments. At least one.
It's not without its flaws, okay? I can say that. But it's a good movie that gets a bad rap.
Mm.
And if you, listener, also are a fan of The Last Jedi, then we can be friends. Hit me up. Here's my address. I broke Alex. He's done. He's done. He can't.
All right. Next thing, and I guess the last thing, trailer from Matt Johnson's Tony released. I haven't seen it yet. Have you guys seen it?
I watched it. Okay. Yeah. For those who aren't aware, Matt Johnson's the director of Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie.
He also stars in it.
He also stars in it. And his next movie is a Anthony Bourdain biopic.
It's like a very specific part of his life, too. I think it's basically just turning Kitchen Confidential into a movie, which is also on my to-be-read list for this year.
Yeah, I think there's a chapter in it talking about like one transformative summer he had. This movie is adapting that.
That's a really good idea for a biopic.
I think that's a really interesting and really good idea. I agree.
I'm a big Tony Bourdain guy, so I'm really excited to see this. And it's got my boy Dominic Sessa in it. I love Dominic Sessa.
We've been missing Dominic Sessa.
I'm bought in. I'm fully leveraged on Dominic Sessa.
Seems like he's been biding his time.
Yeah.
If the Dominic Sessa market busts, I'm losing the house. Straight up.
I think it's going to be good.
I think it's going to be good too.
There is one part in the trailer where I was like, ew, didn't like that.
What?
his girlfriend or something goes, "Are you a good guy or a bad guy?" And I was like, I just did not like the way that was read or written. But other than that, I'm totally sold.
Yeah, but
And
he's
Dominic
probably gonna
Sessa,
respond like, "I'm Anthony."
for those who don't know, Dominic Sessa is, I guess, one of the lead actors in The Holdovers, which is one of our favorite movies.
We've
We
been
love
missing
that
him.
one.
Yeah.
We wanted to see more of him the last few years. I think before this, he was in the Now You See Me sequel,
Right.
He
right?
was also in
Like
that
the
like
third one.
weird throwaway Christmas movie.
Yeah, on that Amazon original.
Yeah,
Yeah, so not the
I don't think
greatest,
anyone watched that.
but we're early adopters of Dominic Sessa here on this pod, and we will be vindicated.
Well,
Rapid review before we get into the first movie already.
sure.
I can go first. I haven't watched much in the last couple of weeks because, again, I've been moving. I did watch the newest Devil Wears Prada movie. That was my first theater experience here in LA. I saw it with my girlfriend and my mom. The Devil Wears Prada for me was never like a staple. It was always just there. Obviously, it's a very beloved movie in the pop culture space. Whenever I saw that the second one was coming out, just kind of rolled my eyes and thinking this is just going to be another Slop Legacy sequel. While it has notes of that, I think if more Legacy sequels did what this movie did, we would be in a better world. So I had a good time with it. It was cute. 3.5 out of 5.
Cool. I'll go next. I watched Apex the other night.
What is Apex?
Apex is a thriller featuring Taron Egerton and Charlize Theron. Eric Bana's in it for like 30 seconds for some reason.
Is this old or new?
This is brand new. It's on Netflix. Don't watch it. It's not good.
I
Taron
had it
Egerton,
recommended to me.
he makes it fun, but otherwise it's just not really enjoyable or interesting. Outside of Taron Egerton. Thank God for him. It could have easily been an entry on my probably permanently paused list on Letterboxd.
Wait, what is that list? Movies you just never went back to?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
There's 2 entries in that. Priscilla and The Cat in the Hat.
Whoa. You don't like The Cat in the Hat?
The Cat in the Hat is why I made the list, actually. I could not make it past 20 minutes.
That is so off-brand for you.
It was just one of the most grating things I've ever had to experience. I'm sorry.
Wow. I'm not going to fight it, but more power to you.
I watched it because of your recommendation, and it fell short.
Damn. So bad that you had to make a list.
Yeah.
That's insane. What did you give Apex?
What did I give Apex? 1.5 stars.
Wow. Okay. I'll watch it tonight.
Okay.
Peak. I've watched a lot since we've last talked. They've all been better than the all-nighter, which is good.
I'm glad.
I actually don't know what to pick. So I'll cheat and do two. Because one of them, for those who don't know, we are really excited about the new Godzilla movie coming out.
Big Lizard.
And so I've decided I'm going to watch every Godzilla movie between now and then. I've done like 6 of them. And it's been a great time. I'm having a great time with them. The last one I watched was Bureau Horror of the Deep last night. I gave that one a 3 out of 5. The highest I've given so far is a 4 out of 5, and that was for Ghidorah, the 3-headed monster. I love them. Even the ones where it's like, oh, it's not as good. They're just so fun. I mean, they are an absolute blast. They're like I love I love them. But the other one I'm gonna pick because it's a little on brand for this episode is To Live and Die in L.A.
Me.
Directed by a frequent fly. Shut up. Directed by a frequent flyer on this podcast, William Friedkin, who did The Exorcist and Sorcerer, starring William Peterson, who was in Michael Mann's Manhunter, and a good friend of the pod, Willem Dafoe, and a really young John Turturro, who was the old guy in Severance.
Very cool.
4 out of 5. Great movie. Underrated crime movie. Made me kind of want to be a counterfeiter. Willem Dafoe plays this counterfeiter, and it made me want to be a criminal.
What's
There's
the name of
another
this one?
To Live and Die in L.A.
Okay.
There's another movie that also made me want to be a criminal. We'll maybe talk about that one later.
Gee, I wonder what it could be.
I love crime.
One of these ones also made me want to be a criminal, but not the one you're thinking of.
Really?
The first one we're talking about is Popstar.
Wow. How do you want to be a criminal for this one?
I'll explain it right now.
You want to make criminally great music?
I wish I came up with that. Now I'm kind of upset. Okay, Popstar, our first movie of the night.
Yes.
We'll kick it off with our Love Like Loathe, and then we'll get talking about the movie. Ready?
Yep.
All right,
Yep.
Here is the synopsis of Popstar. When his new album fails to sell records, pop/rap superstar Connor For Real goes into a major tailspin and watches his celebrity high life begin to collapse. He'll try anything to bounce back, anything except reuniting with his old rap group, the Style Boys. And this, my friends, is a Lonely Island made, produced, starred in movie. Starring Andy Samberg, Yorma Takoon, and Akiva Schaffer, The Lonely Island, amongst many others. I've got a 5-star. Tachi has the 3. No, Alex has the 3, and then Tachi has the 1. 5 stars today comes from Hogith, one of, if not my favorite, comedies of all time. There is not a second of the 87-minute runtime wasted. It's joke after joke, and out of every movie they've made, this is the one I recommend to people the most. Samberg is at the top of his game.
I had today's 3-star. Review is by Haunted Hippie. I'm bedridden with a cold, and this movie is for sure going to seep into my fever dreams. 3 stars and a heart. You know
Lucky
what? I
them.
understand it. This is like a fever dream. It's one of those movies where it's like
It's
kind of a
insane.
hallucination.
All the cameos are kind of crazy.
Oh, we'll get into that.
Yes.
All right, today's 1 star is actually a half star, and this comes in from Indy. Popstar never stop pooping.
Bad.
Let's go.
It should have been poop star, but it's fine.
Let's talk about our relationship to this movie, Tachi.
Okay.
So Alex, this was your first time watching it. Tachi and I
Yep.
have a history with it. The first time you watched Tachi, was that the first time we all watched it together, you, me, and my brother?
Almost. I actually saw it when it was in theaters when it came out in 2016. I think summer of 2016.
Yeah.
One of dozens.
Yeah. But then the second time was with you and Nathan, and it was glorious.
You were in the theater to watch this.
I was. I
Do you
think it was only us.
Okay, I was gonna ask. Do you remember like what the theater experience was like? Were there people?
I know I went with a group of 3 guys. I honestly don't even remember who I went with. I just know there were a few of us, and I think it was an empty theater. But we had a blast.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
So yeah, this movie came out June 3rd, 2016, and the reason why Alex makes the joke that Tachi was one of dozens was because this movie bombed at the box office. Like
Hard.
I don't remember. I can't recall hearing about this movie. I don't remember seeing a trailer. I did not watch it in the theater, but this movie's budget was $20 million, and it made just over $9 million.
I'm gonna be real. Like, I was a decent Lonely Island fan when I was in like middle school, high school.
Same.
I had
Mhm.
no idea it existed until I met you guys. None.
something went wrong with the marketing here because
Something went really wrong. Like
Yeah.
Chernobyl levels bad.
I was all over Dick in a Box. Pause. But I also
were you?
I was. I was not aware of this movie, or else I think I would have been in theaters to watch this. I was 21. That was like the perfect age to see something like this.
And this was
for
following
real.
Hot Rod, which is actually kind of big.
Yes. So it's confusing what happened. I don't know where this movie sits now, like from a pop culture standpoint. I know at least amongst us and our friends, it's a hot topic.
Maybe it's just destined to be a cult classic.
Maybe. Just our well-kept secret. Alex, I'll ask you first. Because we watched this together at your house. We did this double feature, and we haven't really talked about either of these movies at length.
At all.
And how
No, we
yeah.
actually, the day after we did this double feature, we had Malik's going away party where we talked about our feelings and friendship and good memories.
What's up with that? So what did you think of this movie, Alex?
Gee, I don't see. The thing is, I don't even know where to start with it. Right. So we got, first of all, like Tachi said, there's like a trillion cameos in this movie, and they start right off the bat. The one thing I knew about it was that it was a mockumentary, and so it was like I kind of know how this movie's gonna go. Right.
Yes.
It's not like a plot that really keeps you on your toes, but it's just like, as soon as I saw who was in this movie, I'm like, okay, there is an absurd level of participation from everybody. And how did they do that, right? I mean, how did they get everyone to buy into it?
Yeah.
I don't know. And they and it was crazy. I mean, the whole thing was nuts. It's true Lonely Island. I mean, the humor is absurd. It's ridiculous, and it's really funny. It's a really funny movie.
You just have to let go and accept
Yeah.
it.
You can't take it seriously, right? Like some comedies you can kind
None.
of take seriously. Like this one, you just really have to let go and be like, all right, this is about to be the dumbest movie I've ever seen. This is going to be really stupid.
It's a very dumb movie.
Oh,
There's not a single second of this that takes itself serious in any shape or form.
Kind of like The Naked Gun. It's just like an onslaught of jokes.
yeah.
Yeah.
It just never ends.
Except Maya Rudolph drops the hard R in this.
Dude, oh my
It's
God.
crazy.
That scene. Okay, so the first time that I watched this movie, Tachi and I were living with each other, and my brother was also living with us at this time. Tachi, I think right away you wanted to show us this movie because I think we all just knew like we're gonna have a good time watching this. We had just moved into this apartment. We were maybe there for like 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
We partook in a little something that made this experience elevated. And it was one of the greatest nights of my life. Like, we were laughing so hard that we got a noise complaint from our next door neighbor. And we found out the next morning when she left a note and it said, some people have kids. And we were like, our bad. Like, we didn't know we were being that loud. Didn't even know that the walls were that thin, or else I think we would have turned it down. But we kept that Post-it note framed in our apartment for the rest of our tenure there. But that Maya Rudolph fridge scene, the first time I saw that, and every time after that I see it, makes me laugh so hard. I'm like,
You and Nathan were in tears.
Who wrote it? That's what I want to know. Who's brave enough to write it?
It's 3 white boys writing this movie. I won't even say it, listener. Just go watch this movie. If you're not going to watch this movie, at least type in Popstar Maya Rudolph fridge scene in YouTube and do yourself a favor and
You
watch
have
that.
to hear this slur. You've got to hear this slur.
Listener, you got to hear this slur. It's insane. Every time I watch it, I am always amazed by the amount of cameos in this.
I lost count. I was trying to keep up, and it's just like Everybody's in this.
It may
It's
have been where
impressive. Even people,
19
it's
of
like-
the $20 million went.
And there's like some deeper cuts in there, like Arcade Fire.
Yes.
Like okay, like where'd they pull them from? Like
Seal.
Seal, I think, is big enough. You know, he's got the whole.
But
face
Seal's
thing.
but it's a good pull because
It's a great pull.
you wouldn't think Seal in a movie like this. You wouldn't think half of these people.
You wouldn't think a
in
lot of
movie
things
like
with a movie like this.
Yeah. I want to talk the songs. So there are what's listed here 28 or at least 26 songs in this. Off the top of your head, Tachi, do you have a favorite?
Yes, and I think it's one of the tracks that wasn't even part of the movie. Let me look it up. It's
Really?
like genuinely amazing. Let's see. It's called Should I Move? It's a bonus track. And it's so beautiful. Please listen to it after this episode. It's great.
It's featuring Akon.
Featuring Akon, yeah.
My favorite song is Finest Girl, otherwise known as the Bin Laden song.
Classic.
That's an amazing one. Alex, did you have a favorite song?
I like the Jeep one.
I knew you were going to say that. Things in My Jeep. Yeah, that's a great one.
Things in My Jeep was a lot of fun.
I think it's I don't remember who it was. It might have been A$AP Rocky, but after that song plays, he's like, "Yeah, I just couldn't connect with that song because like I got different things in my Jeep." This is crazy. I'm on the Wikipedia and it says "Things in My Jeep" featuring Linkin Park. What does that mean?
You can hear Chester's vocals.
No way.
He's like screaming in the song. He does his
You're
signature scream.
lying.
No.
Can I
would
look
never.
this up? Can I look this up right now?
Yeah, do it.
Okay, 1 second. I
Let's get copyrighted right now.
wonder if it'll come through on the I doubt it will, but I'll just cut this if not.
House keys, sweatshirt, an umbrella, a golf club, basketball, bug spray, a laundry heap, a pocket knife, a battery. These are the things in my Jeep. These are the things in my
I don't really relate to that song because
There's no Chester.
Yeah, there is. If you pull up the soundtrack on like
Maybe like the
Spotify
whole
or-
song.
Yeah, the whole song, the full length.
Bro, that's insane. I didn't know.
I can hear it clear as day in my mind.
I did not know that.
Yeah, great soundtrack.
That's actually crazy. Alex,
Me too.
what doesn't work for you in this?
Well, I think what works is also kind of doesn't work. It's like it's so stupid. Like it's really dumb.
What are some of the
Hello?
standout scenes to you?
I think that just like there's not even like a standout scene. That's the thing. There's not like, oh, that was really good. It's just the whole thing. It's just very clever. The way like the interviews play off each other, or it's like the A$AP Rocky. It's like I just couldn't connect with this because I had different stuff in my Jeep. It's just all of that. I mean, the end, like the little bit at the end was pretty good. There's a little bit of you that's a little worried that Andy Samberg's character is gonna do something naughty,
Mm-hmm.
but he comes through. Spoiler for a really old movie.
Dang, 10 years old.
Yeah, that's
Next month,
territory
it's
for a
the-
movie.
10-year anniversary in 1 month.
I wonder if they're gonna put it in theaters again.
I will go watch it. We will make the money back.
It's what the people deserve.
Maybe
In
2
these
dozen
trying
people
times.
will. 2 dozen people will
All we
attend
need-
this one.
All we need to do is double what it made last time for it to make its money back. Yeah, I totally agree with you. It's just this movie's nonstop from start to finish. And as long as you're bought in from the beginning, then I think you'll have a good time. If not, I think within 5 minutes, you'll know if you're down
Yeah,
for this or not. Because if you're not in, I feel like it could be the most excruciating hour and a half of your life, or it could be the absolute best time. And you've got at least 2 of us on this podcast saying that we had a super great time.
I had a
Every
really
time.
good time with it. I had a
There we
really
go,
good
3.
time with it.
3 for 3 on this podcast. I all
I'm
had a really
not.
great
I'm
time
not
with it.
hating. Certainly not doing that.
What would you rate it?
I think I gave it like a really fun 7 out of 10. It's 3.5 out of 5.
Just a wacky 3.5 out of 5.
Just wacky, a great time. Highly recommended 3 out of 5.
What else do we want to shout out from this movie? There's not a lot to talk about if we're being
No,
completely
there just
honest.
isn't.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to talk about.
Yeah, it's
You just gotta watch
a pop star with celebrity cameos and endless songs with a very basic story interwoven with a million great jokes. That's all this is at the end of the day. There's no deeper thoughts for
I
this.
love the waffle bit with the trust verification scene.
Oh, right.
Why am I drawing
the
a
kitchen?
blank? Yes. The trust verification.
The actor, I forget his name in the I guess in real life and in the movie, but it's the British guy. He was in a show called The In-Betweeners. Played this character Jay in The In-Betweeners.
The one with the beard?
He looks like Jared Leto.
Like
He
kind of. He's got
he
like a
look-
round head. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm looking this up now.
He looks like a mixture of Jared Leto and who's the composer? Ludwig Göransson?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
who
he
he
does.
reminds
James
me
Buckley plays Sponge.
Of course, that's his name.
That was his name.
Sponge. Yeah, James Buckley. It was nice to see him in something other than The In-Betweeners. I love The In-Betweeners, and I think those guys were criminally underused after that show. It's like, if you got like a weekend to kill, the show is like 3 seasons, 6 episodes a season, 20 minutes an episode. So British, so funny. Just and actually, this is a recommendation for all the fellas. I don't think girls would like it that much. It's very guy humor.
It's very dude coded.
It's very dude coded. It's about
Is
like 4 awkward high school dudes.
Is Popstar dude coded?
I was about to ask.
It's a little dude coded, I think.
It kind of is, yeah.
I think
think
The
it
Lonely
is.
Island in general is dude coded.
I mean, I did mention Dick in a Box. I mean, we just did that last week, right? Remember?
Oh yeah.
All of us?
You were moving last week because you hate us. Los Angeles, more like leave Alex and Tachi.
Got him.
Idiot.
Tachi, what did you rate Popstar?
5 stars. Come on.
I also give this a 5-star.
It's so good. And I've only seen it the 3 times, and I'm really glad it's been that way because it makes every viewing so special.
I've seen it a few more times, but I think once a year I just get an itch and I need to watch the Maya Rudolph fridge scene.
I don't blame you.
Damn, with the hard R.
There's a lot of those jokes in there where it's like kind of under their breath,
Yeah.
like a castaway line. Yeah, so good. I love that.
I don't even like I think my problem is with like rating like a comedy, and I'm guilty of this with every comedy, even the ones I love, is I just think the way my brain's wired, like I can't give it like a 5-star.
I know.
Just like
yeah.
the set criteria that I have in my head because I have issues. Even like my favorite comedy of all time, which is Animal House, it's not rated as a 5-star for me. I don't know why. I think it's hilarious. I've cried. I reference that movie a couple times a week.
Yeah.
Just gotta
It should
open
be a
your
5,
heart.
it sounds like. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've opened my heart. Maybe.
I think I need to open my heart a little more. I do need to
Okay.
do that.
We all can do that.
But I don't just want to go out giving 5 stars like candy. You know,
That's exactly what I
I got a
said.
serious job to do here. This is a serious
We
job,
take
a
this shit
serious podcast with
serious.
serious people. All right? This isn't a game to me. I don't do this for the love of it. I do this because tens of hundreds of people listen to my opinion for some reason.
More than those that went to go see Popstar. I'm just saying.
You're onto something. You're onto something.
We could probably make 15 million at the box office. Let's get into our next movie.
Oh, let's do it.
Okay. I'm scared of this one. So, Alex, I'm gonna let you do the synopsis and intro this one.
All right. Our next movie is 1995's Heat,
Tachi's locking in.
directed by Michael Mann.
Mhm.
A Los Angeles crime saga. Obsessive master thief Neil McCauley leads a top-notch crew on various daring heists throughout Los Angeles, while determined detective Vincent Hanna pursues him without rest. Each man recognizes and respects the ability and the dedication of the other, even though they are aware their cat and mouse game may end in violence. Starring Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, Val Kilmer, Jon Voight, Tom Sizemore, Diane Venora, Ashley Judd, Wes Studi, Ted Levine, Natalie Portman, the guy from the Nationwide commercials, Danny Trejo, and just about everybody else.
What is the guy's name from the commercials?
Trying to
Allstate?
find that. I didn't recognize it right off the top of my head. So that's
Dennis
why I said-
Haysbert.
Yeah,
Yep.
Did not know that.
he's in this movie.
Oh, man.
Where do we start? I think a great place to start would be our Love Like Loathe.
I think so too.
Well done.
We need to. I think you guys just want to put off talking about this movie as much as possible.
Even though we've
So-
had 3 weeks to digest and think about this movie, I'm still worried. But I'm ready.
I
Yeah.
think you're scared.
All right, let's do it.
I have the 5-star. This one comes from Naz94. The moral of this movie is that you should never sleep with a guy who claims to be a metal salesman, interested in stress fractures and titanium, who longs to escape the city lights of Los Angeles for the iridescent algae of Fiji, who insists that they are not lonely just because they are alone. This may be a perfect movie. It might make my top 4 one day if it keeps viewing this well on future rewatches. What a joy to have been able to see this on the big screen. I am jealous that you got to see this on the big screen, Naz94. And if you're curious, Naz94's top 4 are The Godfather, Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, The Big Lebowski, and In the Mood for Love. So
This is definitely ending up in their top 4 at some point.
that's a fantastic top 4. In the
Yeah.
Mood for Love is a ball-knowing pick. That is a ball-knowing pick. Wow, their last 2 movies were Heat and The Empire Strikes Back.
Hmm.
This guy knows ball.
All right, this 3-star comes in from Caitlin. Nah, Al Pacino kind of gilfing this. I don't give a fuck.
I get that one. Our half star comes from Ann Pan Pot. Thoughts while watching the first part. 4 minutes in, and there's already a random ass sex scene. Why? Of course, the blonde guy is abusive. Blonde men are always evil. Half an hour in, and I hate every man I've seen. This coffee date is such a dick measuring contest. Holy shit. Okay, so after the full 3 hours, I've decided that this movie sucks ass. Women are only used as plot devices and not like actual people characters. Like, sorry, why the fuck was there a suicide plot all of a sudden just to make the MC a more likable character and show that he does have emotions? Also, it is insane that the whole ass title of this movie refers to the lesson he got from his father or something like, oh, if you feel the heat, be ready to leave in 30 seconds. And he doesn't fucking do that at any point. So many times that it's like, okay, man, now how's this heat on like you talked about? And he just stays.
It's almost like that's the point of the movie. You know what? Pull up their profile.
All right, here we
We're
go.
doing this. We're doing this.
Favorite films. Top 4. You ready for this?
No.
10-inch Hero. 2 Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything. Julie Newmar. The Rocky Horror Picture Show. And then, But I'm a Cheerleader.
I've heard of one of those.
I've also heard of one of these.
I'll give 2 out of 4 are respectable. I have never heard of the other 2, so I can't judge it.
The 2 out of 4 that are respectable are The Rocky Horror Picture Show and But I'm a Cheerleader.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
The
I've
two
never.
I've heard of. And I wasn't a huge Rocky Horror fan. I get it though. I get it, especially if you lean into it and do like the whole shtick. Like I can see how that would be a lot of fun. I didn't do that. I just watched it straight up. But I enjoyed it. I'd watch it again. It's not my favorite campy 70s musical. That might be another episode.
Ooh. I will say the one thing with this review, I won't roast any of the details in the review, but I don't like seeing reviews that clearly are writing while watching the movie. You know what I mean? Like there's like each line is like 30 minutes had passed. Like something's happening. At that point, I just feel like you're not fully engaged. And maybe you already don't like the movie, so that's why. But I don't know. That's just like a personal nitpick.
Well, I will nitpick in a review if it's like they're like, oh, like this is stupid. Like why? And it's just the point of the movie.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't pay attention. I'm sorry. You just did. You flat out did not pay attention to the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And if you did, you missed it. Sorry. Thanks for playing. Try again.
The reason I'm scared to talk about this movie is because for the entirety of our friendship, Alex, you've talked to me about this movie.
Yep.
About needing to watch it.
Yep.
And there was a while where we were all holding off on watching it because I think late last year it was like the 20-year.
No, it was this late last year. It was like the 25th anniversary of the movie coming out.
And so we were holding off. Because
we thought it might, like Alamo might do something for it. Because it has shown up in theaters like randomly. So I'm like, oh, they'll totally throw it in for the 25th anniversary. And they just didn't.
Yeah.
I was mad because I really wanted to see it in theaters. The next time it pops up on any sort of screening, I'm going.
Yes.
I'm going.
Me too.
Me too.
I already said me too. I did have this movie on today, kind of in the background, but I was paying a lot of attention to it, like while I was working, just to kind of get a refresher. And I found myself just getting distracted and locking in for many spurts at a time. I didn't get to finish it because, holy moly, this movie is really long. This is a nearly 3-hour movie, and it was made in the 90s. And so whenever you see the runtime for any movie pre-2005, like if the runtime says 250 minutes, that's like 248 minutes a movie and 2 minutes of credits versus like 20 minutes of credits now. So this was nearly a 3-hour movie.
The 90s love their long movie. I mean, like Casino, I think was really long.
Mm-hmm.
You had Heat. Saving Private Ryan was super long. Titanic, yeah.
Yeah.
I love long movies. I love a good long movie.
As long as it's good.
As long as it's
good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the worst movie I've seen that's long.
I got one.
I can't think of anything.
But I didn't.
Oh, hit us with it.
John Wick 3.
Get out of here.
All right. I'm gonna say it. I watched the first one on the plane.
That's fine.
I don't get it.
I think they're fine.
I don't get it at all. I was like, that's just it's a movie.
Tachi,
crazy.
What is your pre-relationship with Heat before watching it?
Non-existent.
Got it.
I didn't even hear about it. I never knew about it until Alex brought it up.
Until this pod.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very new to Michael Mann. I recently watched my first Michael Mann movie, and that was Collateral. I think I did a rapid review on that a few episodes ago.
Yep.
And so watching Heat, I am starting to kind of understand his direction and style as a filmmaker, and I'm excited to talk about it because I kind of have questions. But Alex, what is your relationship to Heat? When was the first time you watched it?
Not even that long ago, like a couple years ago.
Okay.
Like post me downloading Letterboxd. And I watched it, and I had heard about it. It had been on like my IMDb watch list for forever because I had a lot of actors I liked. So I was like, yeah, I'll get around to watching this one day. So I saw it was on something. I asked my dad, I'm like, you think I would like Heat? And he's like, yeah, you should watch it. And I'm like, okay. So I watched it and I called him after and I was like, he's like, was that just the best? And I was like, yeah, it was. It was, yeah, it's just one of those movies that I think the first 10 minutes you're in. Like if you're not in, you're not in. But if you're in, you're in. It does open like that one thing suggested. There is like a sex scene like the first 2 minutes. It's not particularly egregious or anything. But then it goes into like a heist. And having grown up playing GTA and all those games, and I was just okay. The way that heist goes down, it's like if you're not just locked in by that, I don't know what to tell you.
And that heist is so good.
I love a good heist.
That would be the climax of like any other movie, and this is like the first of like 4 crazy scenes in this.
And this
movie.
is how it opens.
Yeah.
Like the music is already going nuts. The way this is shot is like insane. They look so cool with the hockey masks.
Dude, it's so like, cool.
It's like immediately iconic. Like I will forever cherish getting to watch this with you guys, because I was like, oh, like 10 minutes in, I was like, oh, here we are. I get it. Immediately.
Stand up.
Saluting from the couch.
Yeah, it was electric. I loved like really every performance in this movie. Everyone just kind of knocked it out of the park.
For performances, so I want to talk about Al Pacino. And these are the questions I have when it comes to the Michael Mann of it all. I noticed in the 2 films of his that I've seen that he's got a very distinct writing style.
He does.
And after watching Heat for a second time, I'm not even going to log it because I'm not really going to count it. And I don't want to like be put in podcast jail for saying this, but Michael Mann is kind of giving me like, oh my God, what's his name? Why am I forgetting?
What are you about to say?
He kind of gives me like action M. Night Shyamalan.
How?
And I mean that like in his writing style and how like he...
Maybe I'm glad you moved to LA.
Listen to me. I say that as a pure compliment. Like, and I specifically mean that with Al Pacino because a lot of his dialogue is so out there that I'm like, where did this come from?
Al Pacino as the thinker.
And I was like, and it happened in Collateral too. Like Tom Cruise has a couple lines where I was like, oh shit, like, hello, like, what are we doing here?
Like people talk like this?
Yeah, it's the way that he makes people talk. And I say the M. Night Shyamalan thing, like, it's not a knock on him. It's a positive. And like, I had that thought today and I was like, I gotta watch more Michael Mann movies. This guy's cooking with gas.
More M. Night Shyamalan movies.
I like M. Night Shyamalan.
I think you're the biggest trap stan I know.
Obviously, you guys don't agree, but I'm saying it's positive. I'm saying it is a positive thing.
I don't remember the dialogue well enough to contest that, but that is...
Is there anything specifically that sticks out? I mean, yeah, like I guess I know what you're talking about, but I don't think I do.
It's mainly Al Pacino. So there's a scene of him and his wife talking like after that party. And he's not really there and she's trying to talk to him. And then she's like, are you listening to me or something like that? And he goes, hey, baby, I told you when you hooked up with me, this is the life that I chose. I chose the bad guys. Like literally says it like that. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, that's not how people talk.
Yeah, it is.
And then also she's got a great ass. It's a great line.
Dude, I know people who talk like that in real life.
I'm looking at one right now.
T-Money, ladies and gentlemen.
All this to say, it's not a negative. It's a positive. It's very much a positive. I just think it's super interesting.
Some of it also probably is just Al Pacino.
That's
I
true.
watched The Devil's Advocate with him recently, and there are some moments where some Vincent Hanna bleeds through. It's like, oh, he's cooking again. He's tapping into it. There's just something about Pacino, man, that he's got like this side to him where if he goes into it, it's all Pacino. It's not the character, it's just Pacino. And I mean that again in a great way. I love Al Pacino.
That was him.
I have turned into a huge Al Pacino fan over the years.
That was him reading the best picture for Oppenheimer. My eyes see Oppenheimer. They're clapping and you hear him in the back. He's like, what happened?
What do my eyes see? My eyes see Oppenheimer.
Everyone was like, what?
Oh, okay.
What happened?
Maybe he's just a weird guy.
I think so.
He might just be really weird.
I think he's just Italian.
He made it really fun to watch, though. Like anytime he's on screen, I'm locked in.
Yeah. Everybody in this movie is like just giving it their all.
Oh, yeah.
This is the ultimate dude locked in movie. I guess we're doing 2 dude movies today.
This is
ladies.
is Endgame for like actor heroes. And you know what? I'm here for it. It's just all guys who are in movies that like dad puts on, like, hey son, it's time to watch this. It's like, but I'm in the 6th grade. It's like, no, you're watching Black Hawk Down. You're watching Black Hawk Down.
I know that's exactly what happened to you.
It's actually exact with Black Hawk Down. That is exactly what happened to me. That's like, let's watch Black Hawk Down. He's like, I think you'll like it. And I loved it. It's so good. He's like, yeah, I was almost in this. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, they sent the 3rd Rangers instead of the 1st. Could have been me. I did see a tweet recently where it was like, I think dads love having sons, and they just get to a point where it's like they need someone to talk about this movie with.
Yeah.
And so they just show them like a movie they should not be seeing, just so they can talk about it with their son.
That's me just watching movies with my dogs, though. Like, check this out.
That's me watching movies with your cats.
Tachi, something
I'm watching
positive.
Malik's cats for studio context. It's not like a innuendo or anything.
It could be.
Maybe it should be. What were you gonna say, Malik?
What works for you here?
I think I don't know. I mean, I guess almost everything.
Wow.
When I mean, when I was watching it with you guys, I was just like, I don't know what I don't like about this.
Immediately, right?
Right. Like
This really
it's
felt
just
like
really well done.
It really felt like
all aspects.
a puzzle piece, just like perfectly locked in.
Yeah.
Like
And-
it's one of those things in hindsight. It's like nothing seems wasted.
Right.
It's 3 hours, and every minute is just it's there. It's there for a purpose.
Yes.
And I have no complaints about the pacing. Despite the runtime, pacing is great.
Because even the slower moments are so intentional and like so well written. One of my favorite scenes is Neil meeting his girlfriend for the first time, like at that restaurant, and just that conversation between them two, like paired with the camera work, it's like insane. Like I literally wanted to do like the stand-up salute, like not just for the heist, but like for that scene. And the way he's just trying to like introduce himself to her, and then once her walls are kind of broken down, the camera just glides smoothly like 180 degrees across them, and it's just that immediate chemistry. I was like, this movie's heat. This is heat. I feel the heat and I'm not running away.
What didn't work for you, Tachi?
I guess leading up to the episode, I really wanted to rewatch it, or I guess I intended to rewatch it, and I never got to. It would have been pretty helpful for this, but unfortunately, I can't recall anything that doesn't work for me. So it's like stumbling into a perfect movie. I don't know. I don't know what's happening today.
And that's not a bad thing.
What about you, Malik?
I think this movie will get better on rewatches. I found myself while locked in a little bit. I just feel like it can get a little like fuzzy. I guess some of the details of specific heists and specific characters. I don't know if that's a negative because at the end of the day, I'm not sure if that's the point at all for these movies. If I need to know like the details of the heist and why they're doing what they're doing and certain character motivations, like it's all laid out pretty bare. Like an hour into the movie with the cafe scene between Vincent and Neil, like, so I'm not sure if the fuzzy details throughout the movie are necessarily important. I felt like that was missing for me, but like I said, I feel like on a rewatch, maybe I'll learn that that's not really the point. I have a very strong gut feeling that that is kind of where I'll land.
Is one example like when they're doing the stakeout and it fails because someone makes a sound, and I guess the purpose of like whatever they're doing in that building is vague. Is that like
that's
one
yeah, that's a
instance?
good example. Yeah, and he's like telling Val Kilmer to like bail. Like
Right.
at first I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, how are we? Like, how did we get to this point? Like, it kind of feels like we're just kind of at some points feels like we're kind of just jumping from point A to point B without, not that you need explanation, but without like what I felt was a needed explanation. I don't know. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
It does, because it was one of the complaints I had when I first watched it.
Okay.
And it was like the only complaint. It was like, yeah, it kind of gets muddled a bit, but it's still
Yeah.
like peak. On a rewatch, it made like 100% total sense. Like I was like, oh yeah, this is exactly what was happening. I get it now.
What did you find on a rewatch that kind of like, what exactly like melded that together for you?
Just like knowing what they were talking about, because they're talking about everything like we know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Like they don't spell it out. Like they're talking like, oh, we already know this. Like specifically in the beginning, they mentioned it's like we got two things, right? Or like we have something lined up, and then the guy we buy scores from, he has something else lined up. So the one that they had lined up was the thing they walk away from. And the one they bought is the bank stuff. That kicks off the whole end of the movie.
See, that makes sense. So I only got to watch the first hour and 40 minutes, like right up to the big shootout. And as I'm rewatching it, things make more sense because I've seen it already. And I don't need the explanation. I'm like, I know what's coming next, so this makes sense.
Did we talk about the shootout?
Go ahead, Tachi, before the shootout.
I was gonna say one more instance of, I guess, things not being explained is like John Voight's character entirely. I don't even know if they say his name, but he's just there. He knows things. He knows people. He knows plans. He knows where to send people and what to do in like every situation. But there is no explanation given as to how or where he comes from.
I don't know who he is. I only gave him a pass because he seemed like a very similar character to his character in Mission Impossible. So I was kind of pretending that was the same deal. I'm like, all right, John Voight's here.
Honestly, they could be the same universe.
Yeah. I'm like, I know what he's doing here, so we're good. We're good.
He in the book he's described as a fence.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
In Heat too. Like, like you do like a robbery. Let's say I steal diamonds. It's like, okay, well, it's like who takes the diamonds and sells them?
Like the middleman?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's like who is intermediating everything. So like he's a guy that knows stuff.
Yeah.
He's an intermediary in the underbelly.
And that's the vibe that he gave and the movie gives, which is great. Because I know that's a big critique of modern filmmaking, is that they treat the audience like they're all stupid. But this movie does not do that. And I find that really refreshing.
It is very refreshing. The shootout scene.
Yes.
I need to watch this movie in a theater.
I have a pretty good sound system and a pretty good TV.
Yeah.
Imagine seeing this thing in Dolby.
It's very important for us to see this in Dolby.
It's very important. If I ever win the lottery,
I'm
there will be
re-releasing-
signs.
I want
A
warfare
constant
treatment
re-release.
for this movie.
Yes. The first time I watched The Shootout, and if you're wondering, it's like, well, this is a crime movie. You're talking about all these different heists. There is a shootout in this movie. There are gunfights in this movie. There's a shootout in this movie.
Yeah.
You'll know it when you see it.
You'll know
Shootout's
it when
like
you
an
see it if you haven't
understatement.
seen it. It is unbelievable. I don't think a movie has ever done as good of a job, except for Warfare, at capturing like the true sound of gunfire and translating it to screen.
And the feeling
I-
of utter chaos.
Yeah.
Mm.
I grew up around guns. I shoot guns a lot. Very familiar with them. They are loud.
Mhm.
And certain rounds and certain rifles are way louder than, like a smaller caliber weapon. To the point, even if you're wearing ear protection, you're still like, ooh, that was loud, right? In Heat, the guns are loud. They're loud. And it's like they are taking up everything. They are the soundtrack. And in this shootout, it feels like you're there.
Yeah.
Like, how did they shoot that?
I don't know. Like
Where
from
did they shoot that? Was it LA?
Downtown LA.
downtown LA. I don't understand how they shot it. Because I'm like, how are you shooting through a window? How are we seeing this from like a technical standpoint? It's crazy.
How did they organize all the extras, clearing the streets? Like,
They didn't. They just started shooting each other with blanks. Everybody went crazy.
It's a massive set. Like,
Yeah.
and
It is
it's-
literally downtown LA.
Yeah. I mean, set as far as like
Yeah.
just what's filmed. Like, it's massive at scale for a movie like this. And it's so visceral and, yeah, like we're saying, loud that like you want to watch it in a loud theater to just get that full experience. But even then, like, it's a long scene too. I think the entire thing from heist to finish is about 15 to 17 minutes.
Yeah.
Comes just shy at the 2-hour mark, where it's like we're saying, the beginning heist of the movies, the first 10 minutes, a lot of movies would end a movie with that scene. A lot of movies would
Yeah.
end their movie with this scene, especially with the score building up and like the heist seemingly going well. Vincent and his team finding out about the heist and rushing to the scene, to the shootout, is so intense. And oh my God. And then you got an hour left and you're still like, let's go. I'm so happy it's not over.
The crazy bit about this shootout is, for this movie, the actors were trained by a former British SAS officer, and apparently the story goes that Val Kilmer, there's this one scene where he does this like reloads a mag, and it's one take, and he does it, he's out, drops behind a car, drops the mag, puts in a new one, racks the gun, goes back shooting. And he does it so quickly and so well that they would show it in like Marine boot camp and be like, if you cannot do this, get out of the army, like get out of the military.
Wow.
Yeah.
that's sick.
That's insane.
So, I mean, they spared no expense in training these guys for this movie. And it feels like a very real shootout. I mean, there's a
It's
little bit
scary.
of plot armor in it, but it's just you got to see this to believe it. If you have no desire to watch this movie, at least watch the shootout.
At least change your mind and watch it anyways.
That too.
I like that. I just, how can you not like this movie?
Well, so there is something I wanted to bring up. One of the common complaints about this movie is about like the way its main characters are written, and then as we saw in your 1-star review, the way the women in this movie are written.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a big complaint for it. Now, I tend to agree that female characters in Michael Mann movies tend to be like a little flat. He is certainly a guy's director. Now, I think Penelope Cruz in Ferrari was fantastic. As a pause. Like, got to give credit where credit's due.
Mm-hmm.
She was great. And that character, I think, kind of stole the movie. Michael Mann is a guy's director. He's a man's man.
Nice.
And Heat is definitely like a movie like geared towards guys. It is. There's no, like, I'm not going to sit here and pretend it's not. I will say, and I thought it was funny. So I read Heat 2, like the novelization version, written by Michael Mann, co-written with a woman, Meg Gardner. Female characters in that book written exactly the same way. There's a little bit more screen time for some of them, but they are by and large, it's like just exactly the same. So is that, I mean, I want to get your thoughts. Is that just like a symptom of this kind of story? Or, I mean, what? What do you think about it?
It doesn't have to be. It can just be his weakness, and that's okay. Everyone has their weakness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that point, Tachi. This movie, as well as Collateral, all feel like they are tackling toxic masculinity. So they very much feel like the focus. I don't know. It could be both. It could be a number of things. So I do think it's a valid criticism for sure. I don't know. Much smarter people than me could elaborate on that.
Okay, I guess I'll elaborate on that.
Go ahead. Why is Michael Mann like this? Why does Michael Mann hate women?
I don't think he does. I just think he does what he's good at, and that's digging into the male psyche. All of his main character, doesn't matter the movie. Every single Michael Mann movie I've seen is starred by some problematic guy. A guy who's got some sort of issues, he's battling some sort of demon, and it's just, this is how it influences his life.
Yeah.
In Heat, it's basically spelled out in the cafe scene, which we haven't talked about yet, and I think
I do want to talk about it.
We need to talk about that. In Heat, it's pretty much spelled out right there, right? I mean, you got your discipline, you got this, and like, this runs my life, my code of ethics. Except your code is, none of these guys are good people, right? You're rooting for them because they're the main character of this movie and they rock, but they're terrible people.
Yep.
Right.
Val Kilmer's character is like abusive, hot temper, gambling addict. He's got issues. Robert De Niro's character, Neil McCauley, is just like cold-blooded. They're all killers. They're all okay with it. They're all criminals. Vincent Hanna is completely sucked into his work, doesn't make time for family. He completely ignores everything going on around him because he's so wrapped up in catching the bad guys, he doesn't even see his own stepdaughter spiraling the drain. His multiple marriages, they all implode. Like, it's because of him. Yep. These aren't good people. They're not role models, not people you should model your life after. They're problematic individuals, and this is the story. It's their tragic story, right?
Yeah.
But they're badass.
They're badass. It is sick. This movie's so sick. It'd be interesting to see how Michael Mann tackles the female characters in Heat 2. I'll be interested to see A, who stars as them, and B, how they're handled. It was co-written by a woman, so I'll be interested to see the feedback on if that issue persists.
And you said Heat 2 is a continuation of one of the survivors of Heat.
Heat 2 is a prequel and a sequel. It's like 89 through like 2000, I think, is like the timeline.
Okay.
So it jumps back and forth. Like there's like 5 parts. And each part is like starts post-heat, preheat, post-heat, preheat, post-heat. A lot of familiar faces in it. A lot of new characters. And I think it's all interwoven fairly well. I will say I really enjoyed reading the book. I blew through it in like 2 days. If you're a fan of the movie, you'll probably really enjoy the book as well. You got to suspend like a little disbelief for where a certain character ends up, like what they're up to post Heat. But I'm rocking with it. As long as we get more Heat.
Who's rocking with heists?
But before we talk about Heat 2, let's go back to the cafe scene.
That cafe scene is incredible. It's what makes Al Pacino's entire cartoonish performance work for me. It makes sense because it's toned down in the cafe scene, so everything else that he does outside of it feels very intentional. That when he's face to face with Neil, first it starts with Vincent pulling Neil over. He finally gets him and invites him for a cup of coffee. Hilarious interaction. Just Robert De Niro's face, just stone cold, just all right. But like when the chips are down and these two men are just having this conversation about why they do what they do, just like all cards are on the table. It's beautiful. Like, I don't know how else to put it.
It's so intense. It's like watching two heavyweights like stare each other down.
Tachi?
I'm trying to find the words to describe this scene, but it's obviously a standout scene outside of the shootout, and it's got me lost for words. It's just absolute cinema.
It's just as impactful as the shootout, I feel.
Right.
It's like two different types of shootouts happening. And it's so quotable, like at the end of the day. Oh my God. It's really good.
And like you said, it rounds out the characters so well. And it's so nice for them to have this moment of, I guess you can describe it as peace. But it's just fascinating to see them outside of conflict. These two opposing heads just colliding, but not, I don't know, conflicting.
Yeah. It's because they are each other. Like, they completely understand each other.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh, well, like, what are you going to do if this happens? He's like, well, I'm not going to stop. What are you going to do? He's like, well, I'm not going to stop. And they're like, all right, my man. And then you just high five at the end of it. Like, what do you do? At the end of the day, you're just like, I'm going to do me. You're going to do you. We'll see what happens. Whatever happens, though, like, it's not personal. Like, this is just who I am. This is like what the trauma is that's built into me on both sides. And they know that, like, no matter what, they will have to continue.
And they make it pretty clear at that moment that they do respect each other.
There's a respect. And it's also really sad.
Yeah.
Just like they know how bad they are and the people that they hurt, and no matter who they bring close into their life will eventually be hurt. Like, there's no stopping that. But they choose to do it anyway. Because they're selfish.
Being dudes.
Haven't we all? Am I right, fellas?
Who amongst us? Favorite scenes besides the shootout and the coffee?
I really liked I mean, this is like the climax of the movie. It's at the airport, or whatever that place is, but that collection of like boxes, whatever those are, the way that that was put together and filmed and shot, and the suspense.
The landing lights.
Yeah.
What
I
an
mean,
interesting shootout. Like that is
it was
such
so
a cool
I would have
idea.
never thought of that. And the shadows, and I don't know. It was so cool.
Like Michael Mann one day was just near LAX and he saw the lights of a plane and he said, huh, what if? That was just going on and off constantly.
And then he got people to run next to airliners on the tarmac.
That
At
had
night.
to be so loud. I shouted out the
The first heist.
Neil meeting. Yeah, Neil meeting his Neil meeting that girl for the first time, that introduction.
Edie.
Right.
Yes. Obviously the cafe scene just lives in my head rent free. What about you, Alex?
Kind of like a smaller moment, but after the shootout, Neil McCauley's in the car with Edie, and they're trying to get away, and John Voight's on the phone with him. Nate's on the phone with him. He's like, "Oh, you're home free," and then they go into the tunnel, and like the music swells, and like the light of the tunnel goes over him,
Mm.
and it's like that's so good. And then when they get out of the tunnel, he makes a decision about tying up some loose ends that they take a detour to go do. And I love it so much. Cause it's just so good. It is not even like, I mean, again, I don't know how to put it into words. It's not even like an exciting part of the movie. It's just like this random, not even like a random scene. It's just this actually like a very quiet scene where you think like, oh, now the movie's going to end. You're starting. And it's like, no, we still have like an hour left. Here it's starting again as he jerks the car into the exit lane.
Yeah.
And you're just like, it's like watching a car accident. Like, you know how this is going to go.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what's about to happen and how this is going to end up. But you can't look away. You can't do it.
It was just always inevitable.
It was always it was always going to lead to that.
Yeah.
To that end scene at the airport.
And it's heartbreaking. Like
and then when he's running out of the hotel at the end.
Yeah.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh. She's sitting in the car and she gets out.
crazy
Just
good
go
payoff.
watch the movie, people. Just go watch this movie.
Crazy good payoff. And it's like at that moment, like Neil has this face where you really think he might just stay with her. Like he might do it. But I truly feel that him seeing Vincent seeing him, like they all knew what was happening. They're like, it's going back to the cafe scene. Like, what are you gonna do if this happens? Like that, like it came true. And I feel Neil had to prove it to Vincent that he was also like a man of his word. Like, I think there was a soft spot starting in Neil for sure. There's a world where he would have left. But because Vincent showed up, it's the toxic masculinity coming out. Like, at that point, I don't think he wanted to leave. I think he would have stayed.
Maybe.
God, it rips.
Go watch it. Guys,
I
go watch it.
I want to be a bank robber so bad.
I don't think you have to do that.
Didn't this movie make you want to be like a bank robber? It makes being a bank robber seem so cool.
It does.
Just to
It does.
I'll say you can't even deny it. You can't even deny it. Toxic masculinity this, toxic masculinity that. The aura of this movie, the drip. It's
drip
so
is
90s.
insane.
It's so cool. The
Yeah.
90s underrated.
For sure.
Underrated.
This was the movie that made me understand the Robert De Niro hype, because really I haven't seen much of him pre 2000s. Like Meet the Parents onward, I'm like, is this guy like really that big of a deal? Like, I've thought this my entire life, and now after Heat, I'm like, okay, I get it. This guy was the
Did you
fucking
see
man.
Killers of the Flower Moon?
Yeah. I mean, he was great in that, but like, he's just been known as like a badass actor.
Yeah.
And this is, this movie really made that evident for me.
You're laughing. Robert De Niro's in Heat, and you're laughing.
Guys, this is the movie. It is.
You know what? I just think that watching this a second time, it's like, you're right. This is the movie. This is a movie's movie. This is your favorite movie's favorite movie.
Dude, it literally is. I can't wait to watch it again. But like fully watch it.
It is so unbelievably good that, and it's starting to get a lot of recognition. I feel like in like the last like 3 years, I've seen Heat. Like there's been like a Heat essence.
Nice.
And like people are starting to be like discovering this movie and being like, oh my God, this is as deserving to be in the conversation as like The Godfather.
Mm.
And I'm going to say it. Heat deserves to be in that convo flat out. No questions asked. Ooh. This is one of my favorite movies of all time. I think it's one of the greatest movies I've ever seen. It is so like it's an epic. It's like an American epic.
Yeah.
3 hours long, not a minute wasted. This tragic story about like two guys, pissing their life away. And it just is so good. It's so raw. It's so gripping and real and visceral. And it's just fantastic. 4.5 and a heart.
Liar. Do we want to give ratings and then talk a little bit about Heat 2?
Sure.
Yeah. I'll go first. 5 stars. And a heart. I gave it a heart. I was like, I don't know what a heart means to me, but I'm giving it a heart on Letterboxd.
Yeah, all my 5 stars get hearts. And this is another one. 5 stars and a heart.
Guys, we're about to make Lost in the Frame history. I think for the first time, we might all have given a movie 5 stars and a heart. Because I also am giving this 5 stars and a heart.
Great recommendation, Alex. Truly.
Now that we've gotten that out of the way, did I tell you or did I tell you?
You told us.
It was that good. It was that good of a movie. It was unbelievable.
It's so heartbreaking when the Allstate guy dies.
Dude, we didn't even talk about that.
Because I didn't want to be sad. He's in the middle of the shootout. But like as soon as he comes up on screen, I'm like, fuck, he's gone.
The least amount of screen time. Arguably, like one of the biggest, like most memorable heartaches.
He was not in good hands.
Banger. That joke was heat.
That was good. All right. What do we know about Heat 2?
Here's what we know about. We don't know a lot about Heat 2, but I got 2 articles. One of them's from GQ.
Okay.
So basically what I've already talked about is it jumps back and forth like 85, 88, like mid to late 80s to 2000. Jumps back and forth between what happens to a character after the events of the movie, as well as everybody pre-events of Heat. Pre-events of Heat, the main guys from the heist. You got, Macaulay, Chris Shaharless, and Tom Sizemore's character, Michael something. They're in it. Vincent Hanna's in it in the beginning there. And a lot of new characters. So a lot of the original actors from Heat are either too old to kind of reprise their roles as they were for that like short of a time jump, or sadly they've passed away. Tom Sizemore passed away a couple years ago. We lost Val Kilmer last year. So we're not going to see a lot of the original actors reprise their role. However, the names attached to this movie so far, both confirmed and rumored, are equally as insane. So, according to GQ, and this article is from March 20th, 2026. So, this is like fairly recent. We have confirmed Leonardo DiCaprio and Christian Bale. I mean, already just
Pretty good
Great.
additions.
pretty good additions.
Don't we also have Adam Driver confirmed?
I think he's rumored. I don't know if he's been confirmed yet.
I hope he's confirmed.
Here are some of the other people rumored for this one. Al Pacino is supposed to be in Heat 2. I don't know who he's going to play. Maybe himself de-aged. He's old now.
My eyes see heat around the
Do
corner.
my eyes see heat? No, they don't. It's Tony.
What happened?
So here's some of the names rumored for Heat 2. Austin Butler, Al Pacino, Ana de Armas, Adam Driver, Bradley Cooper, Channing Tatum, and Jeremy Allen White.
I'm in.
I mean,
So in.
if we get 80% of those people listed, are you kidding me?
I'm excited.
Me too.
I'm super excited. And you know what? I don't even know if this, like, having read the book, I don't know if this would ever win, like, an Oscar or something, but it would win the Oscar of my heart. Michael Mann is old. I'm worried that he may pass before this movie is finished.
Yeah,
that would
that's
be
a
the
valid
worst thing to
concern.
happen to this planet ever.
He's at least in his 70s now, right? Maybe 80s.
Let me see.
Michael Mann
80?
is
Is he a Great
83?
Depression baby?
83.
83.
He's born in 43. He's a World War II baby.
Oh.
Wow.
They needed him on the front.
Oh.
I worry. I get worried, you know. And Al Pacino is one of those guys I'm starting to worry about too. I was watching Devil's Advocate, and I'm just like, Pacino is so old now. He's one of those guys that's just always been around. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do when he's not there.
Yeah.
I love him. Same with De Niro. They've continuously in
giants.
movies. And they're just always been around. They've always put out like great performance after great performance. I will say Al Pacino has had some questionable picks, more so than De Niro. I think De Niro has the better film slate overall. I think Pacino's probably the better actor. But, I mean, both those guys are just absolute titans of the Italian-American scene, you know?
We need that Italian American representation.
Pacino and De Niro are important to the little guy like me.
You're the tallest one here.
I guess I am.
Heat will be re-released in theaters soon.
I need a Heat Criterion 4K remaster like drugs.
I need it
I need
now.
it intravenously. We've gotten a ton of Michael Mann Criterion releases. We've gotten Thief.
That's a lot.
We've gotten Thief. I don't know if we've gotten Manhunter or Collateral, but I know we've gotten Thief because the Thief one came out pretty recently.
We've got dozens.
We've got maybe one.
Okay, so if I were to watch a second Michael Mann movie, what would it be? Like what's the next
on my
best
list? Next on my list that I have not seen is Thief.
one? Okay.
My second favorite Michael Mann is Manhunter. I need to rewatch Last of the Mohicans because I saw that movie when I was in middle school and I shouldn't have watched it. I was not old enough to appreciate that one. It's got Daniel Day-Lewis in it. It's one of his great roles. I love Manhunter. Manhunter is so 80s. It's the first Hannibal Lecter movie made.
Really?
First, pre-Anthony Hopkins,
Interesting.
pre-Silence of the Lambs. They remade it actually as Red Dragon, with Ray Fiennes as the bad guy and Anthony Hopkins as Hannibal Lecter.
I'm gonna get
But-
familiar with Michael Mann's filmography. Believe that.
Manhunter is awesome. I love it. So I would recommend Manhunter.
Okay.
Brian Cox of Succession
Nice.
plays Hannibal Lecter, and he's really good.
Okay. I'm sold.
Love Brian Cox.
Yeah, that's next for me then. Well, this one was a doozy, guys,
Yeah, heck of an episode.
but we did it.
Unbeknownst to the listener, Tachi and I did an entire dynasty draft while filming this episode
That's
for
actually
fantasy
insane.
football.
Look at us.
When I was talking about, I was going on some spiel about something at 8:32. So I don't know, an hour and change ago. I was going on about something. I had like 3 picks in a row.
That's crazy.
I bet
Huh.
you didn't even notice.
I didn't.
It's how good I am.
Man of many
Don't
talents.
ask me how my team was last year.
Congratulations. Any closing thoughts from you guys?
Go watch
Go
Heat.
watch Heat.
Go watch Heat.
Go watch Popstar. It's
Yeah. Popstar is so fun.
I recommend the double feature that we did. Watch Popstar and then watch Heat.
It's crazy.
In that
like
order.
the whiplash back and forth between them.
It's Popstar, get some food, watch Heat.
Like Popstar is like, happy fun, la la la, and Heat is, human smuggling, fentanyl deaths, forced government euthanasia.
Oh, that was perfect. All right. What we got coming up for the rest of the month? We got Michael, and then The Mandalorian and Grogussy.
Boo.
I'm excited for that one too.
All right, here's my hot take. One of us is going to end up liking it, and the rest of the other two are just going to like verbally beat the crap out of them the entire episode.
It could literally be any of us.
It could be any of us.
Like, based on the context of what we like, it could be any of us. We'll find out
We
soon.
know Malik likes bad Star Wars movies. We know Malik likes bad Star Wars.
It's crazy
movies.
because I don't, because The Last Jedi is not bad.
I like Ryan
Debatable.
Johnson, but he has his flaws.
Don't we all, though?
He had a lot of them during The Last Jedi.
Not really.
I'm not going to give your cats back.
We're ending the episode now. Thank you so much for listening. Have a good day, night, week, or weekend, whatever time it is. See you in the next one.
Bye.
See ya.